It's quite a big deal for Apple. It's a big reinvention for them. It's a reworking of Beats Music, of course, the company they bought last year, the Dr. Dre founding company, and this is their big step into streaming for the first time, which is a big market currently dominated by Spotify. It's broken down kind of into a few different things. Firstly, is the kind of the central streaming service, which is all the tracks that are currently on iTunes now be available to stream as you would on Spotify, rather than having to say pay for them to buy them individually. You can now just stream them like you do any other service. As well as that, they're launching a new 24-hour radio station that's being anchored by Zane Lowe in LA and also being anchored in New York and London, this big global thing. Something they tried before in the US only, iTunes Radio, didn't go very well, so it'll be interesting to see how things go this time. Generally, Apple products, Apple services, things like iTunes are very slick, very easy to use. So in that sense, I don't think they've got too many worries. Depending on your music preference, the big difference is Taylor Swift, because she's on Apple Music and she's not on Spotify, after the hoo-ha of last week when she essentially took on Apple solo and didn't bring them down but made them change their policy for paying artist royalties during the initial 3-month period. Price-wise, they're very similar as well, so there's not much in it there. The library of songs, I think, is about the same, and probably a few more on iTunes. It's going to be very interesting to see. Difference-wise, we don't really know yet. I mean, streaming services are streaming services. Generally, they're quite similar. It's more going to be the look and the feel. Obviously, they've got the radio. The social network's an interesting one. If that takes off, that could be really interesting for people that are very much those who are really into their music and want to know what Drake is doing every minute of every day and want to listen to audio clips he posts. That could be a big deal. But we don't know until we see it.